So the Impact Arena, where we're based for 3 weeks in the Nonthaburi province, and if you're wondering where that is, that's about 40 kilometres north of Bangkok's central business district. It's a wonderful facility, and it's used for many things: conference centre, hotels, sporting events. So after the 2 mixed doubles, we now turn our attention to women's singles, and home interest here in Pornpawee Chochuwong, who was a semi-finalist in this event the last time the Thai Open was staged. Her opponent is Neslihan Yigit from Turkey. And then after that we have men's doubles and then men's singles, and then we have another women's singles to end the day with the home favourite Ratchanok Intanon, the 2-time former champion. Well, this women's singles we're about to see is from the 4th quarter of the draw, and there you can see that the reigning Olympic champion and 3-time former world champion Karolina Marin awaits the winner of our match. Evgenia Kosetskaya has also come through, and Ketong from Thailand as well. That was, in my opinion, perhaps a bit of an upset against Hatawan of Indonesia. 2 straight games. You can see all other matches in this section of the draw, 2 straight games. And of course, sadly, from this section of the draw, we lost the number 2 seed, Akane Yamaguchi, because the entire Japanese team were forced to withdraw after the world champion Kento Momota tested positive for COVID-19 at Narita Airport before they actually left to come to Thailand. So talk about last minute. And obviously everybody very sad about the fact that the Japanese team could not make the journey here to the Thai capital.
Service judge, Ivo Kasso from Switzerland.
So Neslihan Yigit, wonderful to see her here because this is her first ever appearance at a Super 1000 event. Her opponents, quite extraordinarily, is playing her 7th appearance here. First played in this event, the Thai Open, in 2013 when she was aged just 15. So this will be the 2nd meeting between these 2 players. Only previous time they met was in the quarter-final of last year's Spain Masters, and Pornpawee Chochuwong not only won that match 22-20, 21-9, she went on to win the whole title because she beat the home favourite Karolina Marin in the final, and that was in 3 thrilling games. So as far as Pornpawee Chochuwong is concerned, she's 22 years of age, so she will turn 23 later this month. But first of all, let's have a look at Neslihan Yigit. She's 26, and like her opponents, will have a birthday fairly soon because next month she'll turn 27. Born in Osman Ghazi, and she was a bronze medalist at the European Junior Championships back in 2013. Moved up 1 place to her career high ranking of 32 on the 17th of March, and after that the rankings were frozen. So to her opponent, and as I was telling you, she's got a birthday coming up very soon, 9 days to be precise. Born in Rayong, east coast of the Gulf of Thailand. Currently the 3rd ranked player from Thailand on the women's singles world ranking, and she is number 13 on the world ranking, and like her opponent, that is a career high, and like her opponent, she reached her career high on the 17th of March. Twice a bronze medalist in the women's singles at the Southeast Asian Games is Chochuwong, as we look at our quarterfinals for this one. And I was reading something earlier in the week, Steen, about Chochuwong being unheralded before her win in Spain last year. Now, I think that that's perhaps a little unfair, because she'd already won a Super 300 event by then, because she had won the Thai Masters the year before. And of course she was silver medalist at the World Junior Championships.
Yeah, and I knew about her because of the World Championship at the silver medalist.
Yeah.
And I saw her play in the Thai Masters the year before, where she played really well, but she topped everything in Spain by beating Marin in the final.
Did I just say she won the Thai Masters? Because I've given you duff information if I did. She reached the final of the Thai Masters. Yeah.
In 2018?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a tournament. I noticed her then. I just thought there might have been another one that I had missed.
No. It was my mistake.
And on my left, Pornpawee Chochuwong, Thailand. Pornpawee Chochuwong to serve. Love all. Play.
Ampar Mansoure Jochian of Iran getting us underway.
One love.
Yeah, good shot.
Service over. 1 all.
Well, I was saying that it's lovely to see Neslihan Yigit at a Super 1000 event, Steam, because I think some people will be surprised to hear that she's been in 32 career finals, winning 19 titles, but it's all been at the lower tier of tournament, hasn't it?
Yeah.
International challenges and international series events.
It has. And she's actually, I mean, she's qualified for the tournament in her own right. As you said, she was 32nd on the world ranking list, and that's exactly what you need to be certain of getting into the Super 750s and Super 1000 tournaments. So it has nothing to do with Japanese or Chinese withdrawals. She's earned her place.
Good point.
Turkish badminton also went through a huge development the last 10-15 years. I remember seeing her name as a junior player. Had a really strong batch of female players there.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
4.
Didn't they recently have a women's doubles pair that won the European Junior Championships?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they had. And won a bronze medal in women's singles at senior level as well through Özge Bayrak some years ago.
That's right, that was in Kazan in 2014.
So it's actually quite some years ago.
Yeah. Pushed it just long.
5.
Incidentally,
1.
Özge Bayrak used to play women's doubles with this lady.
Yeah.
And they were hugely successful. 22 tournament finals. Another one's landed in.
6-1. 1.
She'll obviously be a little bit nervous. Yeet.
Yeah.
What would be your suggestion as a coach to try and settle the nerves?
I don't think you can. I don't think you can settle
Really?
the nerves. I think you have to. I would suggest in the warm-up that you. Oh, here's a challenge, I think.
Pornpawee Chochuwong challenges called in.
That you really do a good hard warm-up and hit some smashes when you go on court and stuff like that. But I think there will be this tension.
Correction out.
It was a good challenge.
Very good challenge.
8.
Yes, I have to
1.
say, if I
Okay.
was a bit nervous in the first couple of rallies, they were the fastest smashes of the whole
Yeah.
match, because I just wanted to really release the tension by
And
powerful smashes.
Some
and-
extra adrenaline as
yes,
well.
yeah,
The problem in here is that it's actually it's better to use it in the warm-up because the timing
Yes.
is a little bit off when you
Service
play in a
over.
new arena with
2,
different
8.
length to the side, different heights to the ceiling, stadium lighting, and so on. And I don't know about. She's the only player from Turkey who's in this tournament, right?
she is, yes.
So, so what has her practice possibilities been? I know that I've seen that some of the
3,
doubles players
8.
from Europe, they've practiced together in a mutual European bubble, so to speak. Holland has one mixed doubles pair qualified, one men's singles, so they've practiced with some of the English and the French pairs and so on. So perhaps she's been part of that as well.
Yeah.
Neslihan Yigit.
Oh, that's a super shot. Right into the corner.
Sorry. 4, 8.
Yeah. She's certainly relaxing
5,
into the match now.
8.
Neslihan Yigit. Yeah, that was a super push down the backhand side. Forced the error. Yeah, it's a pity. Service error.
Service over.
And that's
9,
very strange,
5.
and she's looking a little bit bewildered out to her coach, because that was quite far out. We saw yesterday that the hole was playing a little bit slow, and especially the side that Yigit is standing on.
Oh, I think she must have changed her
Service
mind
over.
there.
6,
Chochuwong.
9.
Oh, that's clever. Yeah, what a well-constructed point by Yigit.
7, 9.
That was the one that did the damage. But she followed it up well with this super backhand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
nice
play.
net shot. Yeah.
8, 9.
She made good reach, good use of her reach there. Yigit, 10 centimeters height advantage over her opponent.
Yeah, well left. Well, this is Quite extraordinary.
9-0.
8 of the last 9 points. Oh.
Service over.
Well, you have to give credit
10-9.
here, Steen, to the Turkish player, because to be 1-8 down and looking terribly nervous to get back to 9-all. I know she's now 1 point adrift again, but she's done really well.
Yeah, she has. Perhaps she got the feeling that, hey, this is going really bad. It can't go any worse, so I might as well just play.
Quite possibly. Good rally. So to the mid-game interval,
11-9
and
interval.
it's Pornpawee Chochuwong who has a 2-point advantage.
Hot นะไปโอเวอร์เฮดดีกว่านะเอาลงก่อนนะไปแบ็คแฮนด์ดีกว่านะเพราะฉะนั้นจี้
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1,
Tamam
20
kızım.
seconds.
Çok kötü başlamamıza rağmen iyi çevirdik. Almasaydık
Coach return
belki de önde
to
girecek.
chair.
Avuta almak.
Coach return
Hadi
to
bakalım.
chair.
Coach a little bit slow to return to the coach's chair. Umpire getting a little bit irritated by that.
11-9. Play. Twelve, 9.
So good on it. Now, you know, Steen, I like the fact that Yeet
Service
in that
over.
rally
10,
used a little more
12.
height on her clears because she'd cleared long in previous rallies. Shows she's thinking. No?
I'm not sure. You suggest to keep it inside?
Yes, possibly.
Yeah, but you also leave more time for your opponent.
11,
So
12.
I'm afraid I don't think it's the right way to do it. You've got to adjust the power. Instead, if the trajectory is too curved, I think you leave too much time for your opponent to get below it. But it's not the first time I've heard that suggestion. So I might have to rethink and come back to you.
No, I bow to your superior knowledge. You're the coach. A hugely successful coach as well.
Sorry, what did you say?
You cheeky rascal. I'm not going to repeat that.
That's a good shot.
That's a great shot.
That we can agree on.
Yeah.
13, 12.
Yeah, that's the second time she's used that when
Yeah.
been in trouble. Deep forehand corner.
Good shot.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a beauty. Goodness me, what a super shot from
Service over.
Chochuwong.
13.
I wouldn't be
all.
surprised if her coach has suggested that she should play some of these short drop shots to Yigit, because she is a tall player, 180, and having to lunge down every time, it's tough for such a tall player.
Yeah.
Much higher point of gravity as well.
Oh. Good rally, good pace.
She missed it.
Service over. 14. 13.
That was magnificent defence. Getting herself out of the way, giving herself the freedom to play the shot. Oh yes, that's clearly
Service
that's
over.
a nice return of serve, but
14. all.
really poor misjudgment from Yigit.
They played a really close first game in Spain last year. Chochuwong won it 22-20, then took control of the rest of the match. But,
Service over.
here we have is another close first
14.
game.
Yeah.
Ask her.
Oh yes. Oh my
Good
goodness.
retrieval.
Very good. She's a good
Service
athlete,
over.
is Yigit, isn't she?
15.
She is.
all. Out. 16. 15.
Two little bit annoying points that she gave away there. The first one because she'd retrieved so well and sort of prevented Chochuwong from an early score, and then making an easy mistake and then following it up with one more. But
Service over.
that one was important, I
16.
sense.
all.
Yeah, she's been caught off
Service
balance
over.
in around the head
17,
position several times now,
16.
has Yigit.
And it's a fine balance for Chochuwong, because if you place it a little bit higher, then you will get below it and can attack. But if it has the correct height, then she gets the advantage, the Thai player.
Oh dear.
Service over.
Well, it's halfway down the
17.
net.
all.
And it's the second mistake in a row in trying one of these drop shots that lands real short, and that's worrying in my opinion for Chochuwong. This time successful.
Oh, well taken, my goodness me.
18-17.
That was superb. Really committed.
And I think the emotional picture has changed, so that now it's Chochuwong who's a little bit tensed, if not a lot of tensed, because she would see this as a reasonably good draw. She's playing very high clears, as you mentioned, Jill.
Yeah.
Seems to create problems for Chochuwong. Wow.
It couldn't have been long by much.
Service over.
No, I was thinking, has she challenged yet Yigit in this first game?
No, she hasn't.
Maybe she's not aware that...
I doubt if she's ever played on a court that has the advantage of Hawkeye. No, that was clearly out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Good call, line judge.
On court 2, men's double.
Well, this is crucial,
Supak
obviously.
Jongkok and
18 all
Pininuporn
opening
Ray
game.
from Thailand versus Mark Lamfus and Marvin Seidel from Germany. Umpire Robertus Tommy Oscariano from
Service
Indonesia.
over. 19-18.
Service judge Reza Roshan Omid from Iran.
Yeah, she's still playing a positive game, isn't she?
Yeah, that was really good strategy at 18 all in the first game, trying to control the rally, trying to attack, but played just a little bit safe, work hard.
Service over. 19 all.
Well, if that block had gone over, I think it would have been an outright winner. But you can't live on ifs and buts in sport. Got to grasp the moment. Oh, she tried it again. This time overdone it. And
20
it means
game
that
point 19.
it is Chochuwong who has the game point opportunity. Oh, good retrieving. What a rally. Missed it. What a rally. That was fantastic.
Service over. 20 all.
And what a way to save game point.
On court 3, women's double. Proritan and Tina Muralitaran from Malaysia versus Menyapa Iem Sa'an and Nantagan Iem Sa'an from
Taking a
Thailand.
little walk around the court, Chochuwong here.
Umpire.
What's the implication? She's feeling the pace of that last rally?
I think so.
Service judge.
I think so.
Hermine
Yigit was
Amir from Iran.
ready much quicker.
That's a good smash. Good
Service
smash
over.
from Chochuwong.
21-20.
So a second game point opportunity for the Thai player. It's gone wide.
Game.
And Pornpawee
First
Chochuwong
game won
takes
by
the opening game.
Pornpawee Chochuwong,
22-20. 24 minutes of some excellent badminton from both players. And exactly the same scoreline in the opening game of the only previous encounter these two players have met.
เขาหนีที่โอเวอร์เฮดเขาใช่ไหมหนีไปโฟร์แฮนด์เขาก็โดดโผเปี้ยงเปี้ยงเปี้ยงเลยเข้าใจดังนั้นเลี้ยวได้อะไรว่าไม่จำเป็นต้องเร็ว ไม่ต้องเร็วทุกลูกดึงหน่อยดึงแล้วออกลูกเร็วดึงออกลูกเร็วที่ว่าไม่ได้เร็วและแรงมั่วอย่างเดียวนะฝั่งนี้ระวังนะจี้อย่างเดียวลูกออกนะ
Anladın mı? Topu geniş oyna, geniş dağıt ama kendine güvendiğinde topu önüne aldığında sertleştir oyunu. Pozisyonu zorlayarak sertleştirme oyunu. Tamam mı? Hiç moral bozmuyoruz. Aynı şekilde başlıyoruz ki düşün bu sete biz 8-1 ile başladık mesela. Kötü başlamasak bu set bizimdi. Şimdi iyi başlayacağız, seti alacağız. Tamam mı kızım? 8-1 ile başlamasak bu set bizimdi yani. Düşün. 8-1'den 19-18'e getirdik oyunu. Şu top fileye
ส
takma.
มาธิเชื่อแล้วเขาวิ่งสู้บางทีอย่าไปบีบไปกดดันตัวเองพี่บอกว่าเขาวิ่งก็วิ่งไปเข้าใจป่ะเราก็บังคับไปสร้างคอนโทรลวิ่งได้วิ่งไปจังหวะ
20 seconds.
มั่นใจ
41, 20 seconds. Second ball.
So both players have had the benefit of advice from coaches.
Second game. Level. Play.
So Pornpawee Chochuwong, one game to the good. Just wide.
One love.
Steen, did you say you were in Spain last year when these...
I was calling that tournament, yeah.
Yeah, and did you watch their quarter-final match?
No, I didn't.
No.
No.
It's well played. She was in awful trouble earlier on in that
Service
rally.
over.
Yeet.
1-0.
That one. Every time she's in real trouble in her deep forehand, she does have a tendency to always try and play cross-court.
Exactly. I thought about it in the second, in the later part of the first game. She's doing it so much that it's exploitable, in my opinion. You can set the situation up. If you can put pressure on her there, then you cover the cross. I'm wondering if there was a time, I don't know if it's still the case, that Chochuwong was not in the Thailand national team. She was independent because she left the national team. She felt that they wanted her to play too many tournaments, that she didn't have time to develop. So she left, and I was wondering whether Bilai Lak, the coach, is with the Thai national team, or she's still independent?
I think she's still independent. It was exactly a year ago that she decided to go independent.
Was it?
Yeah. So throughout the whole of the lockdown periods, she's been training independently.
That's well played.
hold,
Yeah.
If she can put in some of the deceptions that we saw here on the front court, that's also going to hurt Neslihan Yigit, I think. That's a long step.
Yeah, she's got long legs.
She's got a little bit more control of her hair here in the second game. I was noticing it in the
Service
first
over.
game that
2-4.
sometimes it seemed like she got her own hair in her eyes when playing these long rallies. Yigit changed the hairdo in the mid-game interval.
Yeah.
Three, 4.
There's some easy points slipping away from Chochuwong on shots like we saw there, where you just try to flick it just below the tape or hit a short drop shot below the tape. At the moment they're in the
Service
tape,
over.
and if she can get
5,
those over,
3.
then I think she would have a chance to draw away from Yigit, especially if that's combined with some deceptions on the front court.
Oh, yes.
6, 3.
Yeah, that was really, really short, that service return. She was so fast below it, Chochuwong.
I'd like that little hold and
7,
flick on the backhand
3.
side from Chochuwong. That was nice. Set up the rally. She's putting on a bit of a spurt here, isn't she?
8.
Yeah, and the points are slipping away from Yigit here. It seems like Chochuwong is getting the initiative right from the service situation. I'm wondering whether she's changed the placement of her low serve or anything.
9, 3.
And now it's interesting to see whether the mental strength of Neslihan Yigit has improved
From when they met
in Spain,
yeah.
where she lost the first game and went down a little tame in the second, 21-9.
Service over.
It's a long way home now, so
Yeah.
9.
the best way to do it is take it one rally at a time, try to play as well as possible.
Service over. 10, 4.
Oh, yes.
11, 4. Interval.
So this is a handsome lead now in the second game for Pornpawee Chochuwong. So, Steen, as we don't understand either of the
เป็น
coaches,
ฝ่ายบุกเรียบร้อย
what would you personally be saying to
ตอนนี้
Yeet
เนี่ย
in
คือ
a
เขาไม่
situation
ไม่
like
กล้า
this?
แทงไปหลังเรา
Uh,
นะระวัง
First of
ระวัง
all, she's got to
หลังเนี่ย
do
คือเขา
better
ไม่แทง
in
ไปหลัง
the
เรา
service situation. I think there's been a couple of her returns that has been
นะ
towards the back of the court that has been way too short, and she's got to better that. So she's got to play some more short returns if she does dare to play it a little bit longer or a little bit higher to get the correct length on it. And I think that's actually the main focus, because that is what's costing her a lot of initiative and points. And I'm beginning to think whether there's still this drift alongside the court, so that Yigit in fact is playing with the drift, and that's what causes her to be a little bit cautious in playing the back court. That's short as well.
Oh yes, that's nice though.
Service over. 5-11.
But I was actually, in the first game, I was thinking that she played a number of shots out when playing the other side, the far side of the court. So I was thinking maybe the drift has died out here today. We heard our colleagues, Morten Frost and Paul Hand, discuss that it was a little bit warmer in here, which I agree with them. So I think there's something about the playing conditions that's short as well. And you can look at Chochuwong's feet. If not, one of them is at least touching the first of the two lines on the back court, then the shot is too short from Neslihan Yigit.
Yeah. And she was well inside the double service line there when she played that last one.
Service over. 6-12.
Short again.
Service over. 13-6.
And punished immediately. And of course, you could be thinking, couldn't it be the other way around, that she's playing up against the drift and thus can't really get it all the way to the backcourt? And it could actually be the case, but it's rarely we see players continue to play short when they play up against the drift, because they can really use their power. It's more when you feel that you can't use all your power and you have to hold back a little bit. That's what's so difficult.
8-13.
Which is why I thought giving it a bit of extra height, then you don't have to adjust the power so much. But
yeah.
But I appreciate your point. You do give more time to your opponent then.
But on the other hand, as we saw here, when you give it extreme height, then the shuttle comes down vertically and makes it a little bit more difficult to time your shots. So that could
Service over.
be a solution.
14-8.
That went wide, but
15-8.
you should also notice how short it actually was. It wasn't in the back tram lines at all.
That's a nice shot from the Thai player. Oh, that's out. Well, she's challenging that
Neslihan
because
Yigit
it was called in.
Yeah, and the linesman was having a good think about it before there was a verdict.
Yeah, clearly out.
Correction, out.
Thank goodness for Hawkeye.
Service over. 9-15. Play.
could very well have been the case as well in
16.
Spain
9.
Masters that Yigit had trouble adjusting to the drift. There's also a drift in the stadium in Valdebron in Barcelona, where the tournament has been played the last couple of years.
Oh yes, that's a nice drop.
Service over. 10-16.
Just seemed to tap it over, not really much movement of the racket head. Backswing, very little backswing. Yeah, that's where height comes in handy.
Yeah, and sort of the place where you want your drop shots to land, a racket length or so in front of the service line. That would force your opponent to take an extra step.
Hold.
Yeah. Well, I've been impressed with Yigit. I like the way that she hasn't given up and she's kept battling in every rally. Yeah, just touched the shuttle there.
17-10.
Nice that she was able to see the funny side of that too. There's a little touch. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Yeah, well constructed rally by Chochuwong.
18-10.
Yep.
She got her own medicine there.
Yes. Psychologically, it'll make Chochuwong feel very happy that she's got her opponent back with a shot that she's been the victim of a couple of winners from her.
19. Service over.
So match point
20,
opportunities
match point
for the
11.
home player, Pornpawee Chochuwong. Oh, she's overdone that.
Service over. 12-20.
It's going wide. Oh, no, it's
No.
not. Oh,
Oi, 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 oi.
my goodness me.
20.
That's a shocker.
That's why you should never use such a big arm swing when you're that close to the net. Full power. There's actually a very little window for success. Either it's the net or out over the back line, and then sometimes it's a fantastic kill.
This time. So 21-13, second game, having
Match
won
by
a very close
Pornpawee
opener, 22-20.
Chochuwong, 22-20, 21-13.
So umpire confirms the scoreline. This is the final rally. And I have to say, I think it's been, although she hasn't won the match, I think it's been a very nice debut at Super 1000 events for Neslihan Yigit. She put up a very good fight there against Pornpawee Chochuwong. So their confirmation of the scoreline, 22-20, 21-13 in just under 42 minutes.